Classic TV and movie fans, Rick9G here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Rob Zombie Munsters movie. I have some really cool updates to show you, so stick around and hit the subscribe button so you can become part of the Rick9G family and community. There's no other way that I can reach 150,000 subscribers unless you hit that button and thumbs up button as well. Let's get right into it. I really love this image with Rob on the left and we have Richard Brake on the right. In case you haven't kept up with the updates, I'll let you know Richard Brake is playing a doctor, a scientist doctor, mad scientist, if you could say. I mean, from the images, that's what you gather. Dr. Henry Augustus Wolfgang. Who knows what type of storyline he will have, but it may, this is just my guess, he may be the guy who put Herman Munster together, just my guess. But according to this image, Rob says his part has completed filming. So that's it for Richard Brake. Now moving on to this image. Now this was released by Rob Zombie on Friday the 13th, just a little bit ago, and you see on the left Herman, in the middle you see Grandpa Munster, and on the right you see Lily. Now they're in full makeup, of course. Sherry Moon Zombie, Daniel Roebuck as Grandpa Munster, and Jeff Daniel Phillips as Herman Munster. What's really great is that it's in color and you get to see them kind of in a silly atmosphere. Remember, there will be no crazy blood, no crazy gore, no crazy essentially sexual scenes, because this movie will be rated PG. PG, not PG-13, PG. Now check out Grandpa's magazine there. He has Play Ghoul. You see that, right? Play Ghoul. And yeah, that gives you an idea of what this is going to be like. It's going to be comedy, it's going to be tongue-in-cheek, and it's going to be rated PG. Now let's take a look at our first few images of the Munsters in video. I've slowed it down a little bit, but overall this video is slow, it's grainy. That's how Rob presented it to us. You see how it's kind of whitewashed and you see the film grain. Again, that was an effect he put on there. I just slowed it down for you. We see over here cousin Gilbert, who is of course Creature from the Black Lagoon. He appeared in the series. On the right we see Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily. I do like her mannerisms here. Look on the extreme right, Herman Munster. It is silly. I like him putting his hand up and the pointing at Lily. I'm gonna play this a couple times so we can look at a couple things, but I think this is really neat. It's a really interesting video that Rob provided us, getting to see the first moving images of the Munsters. Trying to look past the disguise of the effect, I like Herman on the right. You see him in the leather jacket, really black eyes, that hat. They're all waving at it, or at least he's waving at us. We see Uncle Gilbert waving at us. He appeared in, I believe, 1 or even 2 episodes of the Munsters, so he is confirmed to be in the movie. That is awesome. They also confirmed Uncle Lester not too long ago. Yes, to me Lily looks a bit different than the series, but she does have that sweet kind of innocent nature that Lily encompassed. She had to have. She was a firm wife and a firm mother. That was part of her personality that we loved and we enjoyed. But in these stills you get to see their nature. You get to see how there is a kind of an old-timey humor to them. I mean, look at Herman's hat. It's like something that Ricky Ricardo would wear from the 50s, right? Leather jacket from the 50s. I mean, this looks antiquated. Look at Uncle Gilbert's hat. I mean, that's exactly pretty much what he was wearing in the series. It's not a new age hat, not a baseball cap. To me, this will be a period piece. Like, at least parts of the movie will be in it. I mean, it's really interesting footage. I know it's only like 10-15 seconds. I've slowed it down to longer than that, but we get a lot from this clip. What did I miss? Please let me know down in the comments below. I think this is really interesting. You see the sun umbrella on the left there. That shows us that, well, that's where the actors would hang out when they're out of costume and so forth. We don't have a confirmation on who will play Uncle Gilbert yet, but as soon as we get to know that and more information, I'll bring it to you. And that's why you have to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you're going to miss out on all these wonderful updates and all the classic TV and movie content I have to bring to you. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to always stay positive, always better yourself, and most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you so much to my supporters on Patreon, especially my diamond tier patrons. New patron Gerard D, David D, Citizen Kane 359, Greg S, Kevin K, Ricky, Sally, and Vito L. Make sure to check the links in the description to see how you could be on this list as well.